On this YouTube channel, I'm kind of a role model to a lot of people. I give advice and I don't feel like I'm centered enough in myself to be like helping other people or to even be putting myself out online, because I don't really know what's going on right now with me. Hey guys, it's Lizzie. So I've been gone from YouTube for a long time. This is not at all a coming back to YouTube video. This is just an explanation of why I'm temporarily not quitting my channel but not filming videos. I've talked about this in like several videos I uploaded last year about my mental illness, about major depression, but I was sort of misdiagnosed. I have bipolar-ish depression. I don't really fit into the bipolar framework for bipolar 1 or 2, but if you think of a spectrum where major depression is here and bipolar 1 with, you know, intense mania is here, I'm kind of like somewhere here. And so I can't be treated with normal like antidepressants that you would treat depression with, because if someone is bipolar and you put them on antidepressants, they'll just like shoot up to become hypomanic or manic and then crash down into depression, and it'll be like cycle. And so what's going on this year is it's been cycles, and right now I take like 10 pills a night, and so I'm trying like so many different medicines and I'm really hopeful about the current one, but that's how I always am, and then it doesn't end up working out. And so I guess I'm just not making videos because with depression everything is so difficult, like waking up in the morning, going to class. I remember last year, like all the times I filmed YouTube videos, I was like exhausted after, even if it was just like sitting talking to the camera, it's just exhausting. And you know, I'm in my last semester, a senior in college, I'm trying to graduate, I really want to, and it's just so hard, like doing the schoolwork, listening in class, like everything, because my brain is slowed down and it's not working well. And I had no idea I was going to like get emotional in this, because I live with this like all the time, like I'm very used to it. But doing school with this condition just takes so much more time than if my brain was healthy. And so because of that, I don't have a lot of time to devote towards like hobbies like my YouTube channel or like working on my novel, because I just don't have time. And also just taking care of myself takes so long. I have to sleep a lot. If I sleep less than 9 hours a night, like on Sunday I got 7 hours of sleep instead of like 9 is like what I need to feel rested, even though I never feel rested. And I was kind of like hypomanic that week, and then I like fell down to depression because of that. And so it's like if I mess up, I have to be like perfect in taking care of myself, and even then I'm still gonna be in depression. A lot of times I'll oversleep and I won't be able to wake up because I'm so exhausted because of depression, and then it's like, you know, 2/3 of the day is gone because I was sleeping. And then working out, I have to work out like 6 times a week, which I actually love. I really love it, but it just adds something else to my schedule. And setting aside time for my mind to rest, all those things are so necessary. Also, I just feel very confused, lost in myself, who I am, because all of this has happened. It's been about a year since I started having my first depression symptoms, but now that I've been, you know, talking to professionals, there were things that happened going back to high school when I was like 15 that were kind of, you know, precursor bipolar things. And so this kind of makes me question a lot of things that have happened in my past. It's terrifying thinking that some of the emotions I've experienced, my perception, just thinking that that has been completely out of whack because of this, you know, the beginnings of a mental illness. It's almost like I can't trust emotions, experiences I've had anymore, because it could be just like this mood cycling and not actually real. Because when you're in depression or like, you know, you're hypomanic, your perceptions, your thoughts change. This is my personality, but is it really my personality, or is it just like the bipolar illness? So that's been really messing with me, and because of that I just have felt very lost in who I am. And I think like on this YouTube channel I'm kind of a role model to a lot of people. I give advice and I don't feel like I'm centered enough in myself to be like helping other people or to even be putting myself out online because I don't really know what's going on right now with me. At church on Sunday, something that our preacher said, he said, your life is a song, and if you had to pick a title for your life song right now, what would it be? And this is what I wrote. Healing, lost, confused, thankful, help, rebirthing, and then this Greek word koinonia, which means like family, like unity. And so that's where I am right now, and I'm just not at a place where I want to be like creative and like, you know, putting content out there for people to see. I hope I don't come across as like my life is awful, this year has been really bad, because I mean the reason I wrote thankful and the word that means family, life, unity, love is because my friendships and my family, like those relationships have been absolutely amazing. I have like the closest, most amazing friends I've had like my whole time at college, the past 2 semesters, and if I didn't have that I would not be able to get through all of this. And if you asked my friends like how my life has been, they would probably mention this, but they wouldn't mention that it's been as bad because no one can see that I'm dealing with this. I mean, when I first started having depression symptoms, a lot of people doubted me because I seemed like completely fine on the outside. And so I don't know why, but somehow my personality, my face has this ability to come across as normal and like everything's great, even when I'm dealing with, you know, really severe depression, or even when I'm hypomanic. People just like don't assume anything's going on, and so it ends up being really isolating. Bipolar is something that, you know, constantly I'm gonna have to be on medicine for the rest of my life, and it's kind of like, I don't know, like a diagnosis hitting you, like a medical diagnosis. It's something to like process and take in, and I think I just need a lot of time to like process, talk about it to God, think about it, and just like become okay with it, because I don't think I'm okay with it now. But I'm also really hopeful because this whole like transitionary period between like recognizing symptoms, getting a correct diagnosis, getting to the right medicine, this whole period might take like 2 years to like figure everything out and get my mind balanced. But after that, I can live a normal life, I can live a healthy life. I'll have to like change medicines throughout my life as my brain chemistry changes and all, but I can live like a very normal life. And so looking into the future, I'm really like hopeful that I'll be back to normal. But back to normal is the thing that I don't understand, because my personality is naturally very like up and down with like having a lot of extreme emotions, and I wonder if that's going to be eliminated somewhat once I'm on the right mood stabilizer. And that really scared me a year ago. Now I'd be okay with it, but it's still very disconcerting, feeling like I'm losing a part of myself to get better. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in a few months. Bye!